Morning all, morning all. That's that shit because it is Tuesday. I don't know, because my big hand is in front of the bloody screen. What is it? It's the 7th. Is it the 7th today? Yeah. It is the 7th today, 7th of August. Nice indeed. And according to the wonderful world of YouTube, apparently on the 27th, I think, of this month, something is going to unveil itself or what have you. Some fucking interstellar shit's going to happen. It's going to bring forth catastrophe and end of days shit. I'll fucking tell you what. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, I don't mind being proven wrong and all that sort of shit. Like, I'm happy for that sort of thing, like, you know, but it still makes me smile. It really does. I just love it. It's great. The way that people, you know, perceive things is brilliant. It's alright, because I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos this morning and what have you, as I do. Just getting the feel of things. And I'll come across this. It was on for about an hour and a half, but obviously I've only watched a bit. I've been skipping through it, and I watched a bit of it. It's something to do with proof of space explorations and all that kind of crap, but well before either NASA came about and secret space systems and all that sort of bollocks. And there's an actual Mars jumper that we've actually got now, where they've gone from here to Mars in a blink of an eye, you know what I mean, all that sort of shit, which all comes out of Antarctica, by the way. Yes, the place that you'll never fucking see. So they can say all this crap, but the average human being don't go to Antarctica. You know what I mean? We don't go down there, do we? No. So whatever takes off or lands from there, we're never going to fucking see it. So it's rather convenient. Just makes me laugh, that's all. Just does. Oh dear. I will say it again. If we had all this wonderful evidence of alien presence and all that sort of shit, right? Not that I don't believe that there's civilizations out there, because that would be daft. But to think that all they have achieved is crashing with the technology that they're supposed to have and flying around our clouds, it's just... no, I'm still not convinced. But it is fascinating stuff, don't get me wrong. I really do like it. It's really cool and it does interest me. So I'm never going to dismiss it. But you lot out there might have a different opinion. I hope you do anyway. You can't have the same as me. Well, you can, but you know, it's always nice to have a bit of variety, isn't there? Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Well, I went out for a walk in the morning on Sunday, because some shit stick had started blasting their horn at 5:30, and I'm sure I heard it this morning at around about 3 o'clock as well. I don't know what the fuck this is all about. I've got a funny feeling it's something to do with a rail track, because there's a railway that runs across the side of my house, which is then behind another row of houses, which ain't far. It's literally, you know, a house away or 2 houses away. Either way, but I think it's those lot that are working down there on the line, and they keep blasting horns for whatever fucking reason they're doing it for. But it's getting to be annoying now. So fucking doing my tits in. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It's just a thought. But hey, whatever. Never mind, eh? And as usual, I've got the The backwards and forwards again. Yay. I went out for what can only be described as half a bike ride. I leant over to my mate and I went, because as I pulled up, they all started their bikes and off they fucking went. And I went, oh, I'm like, where are we going? And off they went, and I'm like, fuck it. So then this one last guy, he waited for me to go, so then I took off. But I don't think they expected me to be in. Me, as in, I'm not going to be racing off up the street at fucking 50 miles an hour when I know full well it's a 30. And I'm not going to be doing all that sort of shit. So by the time we got up towards Wolverhampton, there was we got off the junction to the M54 and turned left, went over the lights up to the island, and that island they turned right at. Well, there's the guy that was behind me, he'd overtook then, and then off he went. But I got stuck at traffic lights, and then I got stuck at another traffic lights, and then I got stuck at the island, and by the time they'd turned right at the island and buggered off, I'm looking ahead, because down that particular street there is another island. You can see the exit, but there was no bikes there, so I thought, well, they must have gone left then. So I turned left and I went down. It ended up being in a housing estate, so then I turned around this other island, come back, and then I went left again, which means I was on the straight on direction. And no bikes, no one to be seen, so I just followed my route back and just carried on for a little tootle through, and ended up the back end and into Wolverhampton, come back through the lanes away sort of thing back home. And then I went home, and then by the time I actually just pulled up, it found me. He says, where are you? I said, I'm home. I says, what happened? I says, well, you lot took off. I says, I'm not breaking the speed limit, I ain't doing it. I says, oh well, I says, no. I says, I'm not doing that. I says, you gotta remember, I'm a fuddy duddy. I said, I can't do that. I said, I can't do it. It's just, no. Well, you guys know why, don't you? Why? Because I do all this stuff for you lot, you know what I mean? So if I'm going to do something stupid and put it onto the internet, what happens? Anyway, so I came back and then I done that little video for my other channel and got that up and done. So, and there's a couple of you have had a watch already. So that's cool. Where's that gone? Oh, yeah, I might as well fill this all in, I don't know what I mean. Doobie-doo, doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Right, what else we going to do? Get it the way. So we're doing. Can't even write straight now. Well, I know one thing for sure. They're doing this. I woke up this. Well, I've woke up. I've been tossing and turning. I mean, if looking at my sleep app, right? Because I've had a fucking excruciating pain in the back of my. Well, is it the back of my eye? It feels like it's actually in my eye. And I get it quite often now. It's doing my fucking boxing. It really is. But on my sleep app, I'll wake up. I don't think you'll be able to see, but can you see that at all? I mean, if you can't, well, across here there's like a wave pattern, and it's like this, because all I've done is toss, turn all fucking night, and there's only one section which lasted about maybe an hour that I actually had a deep sleep. The rest of it has been in and out of just normal regular sleep, and I actually woke up at just after 2 o'clock, which I remember that one. I think that's might have been where that horn blast may have occurred. I think I've got a funny feeling, might have been. Either way, but yeah. And apparently I had quality of sleep was 65%. Fucking wank, proper wank. But at the end of the day, what can you do? Oh man, so I got up this morning, still had the pain in my eye, and for some unknown reason, it's all of a sudden it's not there now. So that's good news. You know what I mean? So I like it. I like it a lot. Relief at last. I'd rather have had the relief last night, so I could have fucking slept. But yeah, I love this here. Yeah, I'll check this out, right. This is the new Volvo, but this is XME, not XMD, right? And I used XMD all week, right? And why has it got one missing? I don't know. Well, because I did 4 days. No, I did 4 days. So I got this is the miles per gallon. You ready for this? This is a 66 plate, right? Volvo. I did 6.73, 6.83, 6.33, and on the Friday I managed to do 7.14. Oh dear. But I must admit though, they do send this still, but they haven't sent the category thing, right? The driver's category, because my driving category is permanently on F, right? Big red F. F for flunked, you know what I mean? And the simple reason is, what I tend to do with this is I'll take off. I might get up to 10th gear, stop at the traffic lights, and then pull from the lights, might get up to 10th gear again, stop at the next light, or slowing down for the island, sit at the island waiting to get through. So you straight away you can see the pattern, can't you? 1, I don't actually get anywhere to get any speed up. 2, I do sit at junction, so I'm idling. And 3, well, I'm constantly accelerating off from the start. So what do you expect? So yeah, that's the reason why I don't mind that. I'm not bothered about not getting a bonus. I don't care, because I finish early, and as long as that trend keeps up, I'm happy. I'm fucking fine as it'll be. I don't need it. I'm not interested. As long as I'd rather finish early than actually having a bonus, to be fair. Let's move that down a bit. It's a bit warm. It's gone warm all of a sudden. We'll be on 19 degrees. It ain't too bad. But yeah, I do find that amusing. But it's part of the job, unfortunately. There's not a lot I can do about it. It's just the situation that's available to me. If you take off and you're doing a long run, obviously from the start, then great. But if you've done this backwards and forwards lark, and then you go off and do a long run, don't matter, because you're not going to catch that back up again, because it works in the reverse way, where we used to have, where you'd have a good run to wherever you're going to deliver. You'd have an empty trailer, so if you've got a reasonably light load anyway, and then you take off, you're going to gain. Empty trailer, you're going to gain even more. But all of a sudden, once you've done all that work, so you've done 3/4 of your day, and you pick up a really heavy load, and then you're coming back, all that work that you've done to try and save fuel is now been robbed off you because of the heavy load. That's why now I'm not bothered, because to me it just seems a bit of a farce. But anyway, as long as I can do this and go home early, I don't care. Right then, I suppose I better go, hadn't I? I'm waffling off enough. As usual, it's been raining again. Woo-hoo. There's nothing but rain. I think Sunday day was the only bit of relief we had. I managed. When did I do it? I managed on Friday. I managed to cut the grass, which was a bonus. Was it? No, hang on. No, what Friday was it? Hang on, what was it? Saturday morning. That's right. It was Saturday morning, because I got up and I'd done the video, that deleted videos. I'd done that. Then while that was rendering, I went out and dug the mower out and mowed the grass. So I thought, because it needed doing to keep on top of the bit that I've already done, so I thought I might as well get that sorted. And then through doing that, obviously, once I'd finished because it was starting to spit as I was coming towards the end of it anyway, and then I see it just fucking chucked it down the rain. I'm like, oh, well, that was a bonus. So I've got that done. It looks fresh. So it's always nice to look fresh. It's a pain in the arse, but considering that it only took about 20 minutes, I think it was. Something like that, 20 minutes maybe. And also having to scrape the dog shit, because that's one of the things I do tend to suffer with, dog shittius. It's an infectious disease that attacks the garden through selfish fucking oxygen wasting people that, you know what I mean? Those kind of people who just open the front door and let the dogs run out in the estate to go and shit in everybody else's garden, but it always ends up being mine. And the beauty of it is they've got two dogs, and they're both different, and one's a fucking a labby and one's a little shitty thing, you know, and you know which is which, you know what I mean? But can I prove it? No, unless I actually have cameras outside to film, which I am coming close to doing that, but I don't know. Anywho, never mind denying. Up. There's plenty of puff in you. Come on. Oh, empty. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I think hopefully in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, I'm gonna try and clear the rest of the outside garden off, and it'll look all nice then. But that's when I'm up for it. So, anyway, I'm gonna go. See you later. Enjoy your day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye. I better go.